Hello guys and welcome back to another video. My name is Paul. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button down below. Today's video is going to be about scams, and I've talked to you before about scams on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and other website platforms. Basically, you could be scammed on any platform. You could be scammed on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Amazon. There's lots of places where you could be scammed online. Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist is getting bigger and bigger on the scammers. Whether it be you're buying something or you're selling something or you're trying to rent an apartment or you're trying to buy a vehicle, the scammers are getting bigger and bigger. Okay, there's lots of scams on Facebook Marketplace right now that has to do with vehicles. Some people will post fake ads for vehicles for sale. And then basically what they will do on Facebook Marketplace is they will tell you to contact an email address. Usually it's a Gmail account, but sometimes it could be a Yahoo account. But they actually place the ad of the fake vehicle picture wherever they get the picture from. I don't know. They probably search the internet and get some of their pictures from there. And they post it online for sale, and then they get you to write them through email. They give you a sob story and they say, well, you got to give me money up front for this vehicle so I can hold it for you. Whatever the case may be, they want you to send money by wire transfer or gift cards or whatever the case may be. My thing on that is don't do a transaction like that. Never do a transaction through email. Never do a transaction until you actually see the product in front of you, or you have that product in your hand. You know it's legit. You know it works, whatever the case may be. Not only do they do this with products, but they also do it with rentals. Some people will post fake rentals of apartments or houses on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and they will actually try to rent you a place that is fake through email. They'll say, well, I can't get the keys to you right now, but you can send me $1,000 down payment. Whatever the case may be, they might want you to pay it in gift cards or they might want you to pay it in cash. Whatever the case may be, you got to be very, very careful of scams nowadays. Now, I don't know if you know Lance Stewart or not, but he's a famous YouTuber. He's got almost 7 million subscribers, and he actually was selling one of his cars. If you don't know, he buys some pretty ramped up cars, and he basically was selling one of his cars for $70,000, and he got a message from someone from Facebook Marketplace. That's where he was selling his vehicle at for $70,000. This person contacted him. He met up with this person. He met them in person, and he got the cashier's check in hand, and he figured that the cashier's check was good because usually checks are. Usually how a cashier check works is you got to go right to the bank to purchase the cashier's check. The bank has to have that money in front of them before they issue you a cashier's check. So Lance Stewart got in contact with this guy, and the guy basically wanted to buy his car for $70,000. The guy brought him a check, and what happened was the check was fake. Yes, a $70,000 cashier's check that Lance Stewart took was fake. He had already gave the guy the title and everything to his car. Luckily, he made out good and he was able to get his car back. But he was almost scammed out of $70,000. Basically, the guy that was scamming him on Facebook Marketplace had bought this car and basically was going to give it to someone else, another person. He was going to switch ownership. Basically, it was a car ring, a car theft ring. Okay. And like I said, Lance Stewart was pretty trusting of this person. He met the person in person, got the $70,000 cashier check, fake check, and he thought it was all legit until the bank had called him and told him that the check was fraudulent and it was not real. It was a scam. Luckily, he got in contact with the authorities and his car was actually dropped back off to him at a business so he could go pick it up. And he actually got to pick it up and didn't lose that car or the $70,000. So this just goes to show you anybody could be scammed. Lance Stewart, he's got almost 7 million subscribers. And he was almost scammed out of $70,000 from using Facebook Marketplace. Now, not everything on Facebook Marketplace is a scam, but you got to be very careful on what you're doing. You want to make sure that anything you get is legit. If you're getting a check from someone from Facebook Marketplace, like a personal check or a cashier's check in this case, you want to make sure you can get that check verified before you turn over the goods. Lance Stewart here was lucky because he got his car back, okay, and wasn't out $70,000. But he could have ended up unlucky, especially if they had taken the car, filed the serial number off of it, things like that. It could have ended very bad for Lance Stewart. He could have lost the car that he was selling plus the $70,000 in cash. So you have to keep that in mind when you're buying something for Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace are bombing up right now on scammers, okay? And a lot of people get scammed because they try to rent an apartment or they try to buy a vehicle off of Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. I have seen ads, paid ads on Facebook Marketplace for, like, let's say a truck for sale, a 2011 truck for sale for, say, $10,000. I've seen ads on Facebook Marketplace that were actually paid promoted ads, and Facebook Marketplace throws these ads out there. They're actually scammers trying to get your money. A lot of the scammers want to work through email. So if you are selling anything or renting an apartment or anything like that, like I said in my other videos, if you're doing on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, you want to make sure that you meet the person in person, you have the right information, and that all the information adds up. You want to make sure of that because you don't want to be scammed. Never send anybody through money through email. Never send anybody money through a cash app before you see the product, got the product in hand. Make sure it's real, make sure it's working. Same way with a place. You don't want to do a rental application or anything through mail, email, because you never know when it could be fake. There are people on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist that go out and take pictures of other people's houses. I've seen people taking pictures of my house that I live in, and what they do is they post that on Craigslist and they say, well, a 3-bedroom house for rent. Or they'll place it on Facebook Marketplace. They'll say a 3-bedroom for rent. And it really isn't. It's my house, it's another person's house. And they do this and then they try to give you a sob story through email. Well, I can't meet you right now. I could send you keys through the mail, whatever the case may be. Please send me this amount of money through a pay app or for cash or gift cards. And this happens on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. It don't only happen with rentals, it happens with home purchases also. You will see homes for sale on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace that actually are not for sale. A family actually owns that house, but these are scammers trying to scam you out of your money. It happens with that, it happens with products, and it happens with different kinds of things. So you have to be very careful when you're dealing with somebody through the internet. You want to make sure that the ad is legit. You want to make sure you see the product in person. If you're buying a product, you want to make sure it works. If you're getting a personal check, like I said, or a cashier's check, you want to make sure it's legit before you hand over that. In this case, Lance Stewart got lucky, even though he gave him the title and everything to the car. He ended up getting his car back, so he really lucked out on this one because he could have been up shit creek without a paddle. Okay, so keep that in mind. I just wanted to put this out there. Now, it's not only Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist that you can get scammed on. You can get scammed on eBay and things like that, and Amazon. If you have somebody on eBay that's asking you to do a deal outside of eBay, never do that because you can get suspended, and your account can get suspended. I've even heard that eBay sometimes will have people actually pose as a buyer, and they will try to make you do a transaction outside of eBay, and that's how they how they catch you, and basically you lose your account. But you can get scammed on eBay, you can get scammed on Macari, Poshmark, Etsy. It doesn't matter what website that you're on, what you're buying, what you're renting, whatever the case may be, you can be scammed, and that's what you need to look out for. Like I said, this man right here, Lance Stewart, he makes awesome videos. If you don't know his channel, he makes prank videos. He also does videos of his grandma, scaring his grandma and stuff. I think it's very funny. And it's just a very loving family to get to know. I've been watching his videos for a while, and like I said, he just posted this video about him almost getting scammed out of his car, plus $70,000. I suggest that you go watch it. And like I said, this is a famous YouTuber. He's got 7 million subscribers almost, and he almost got scammed. So keep that in mind when you're shopping, buying, selling. Even if you're not a buyer and you're a seller, you could still get scammed out of money, out of your product. You want to keep that in mind when you're dealing with people over the net or in person. See you in my next video.